Hey there everybody, today is Wednesday, May 25th, and it is time for my early sketchbook review. I just got back from shopping and we were purchasing a few things, and I looked at the date and I was like, oh, we're supposed to be going to visit some family here pretty soon. I was like, oh, but I'm not going to have a sketchbook review done. So I decided to go ahead and do it early this week, so that way you guys, can check it out before you go on your own vacations. It's Memorial Day over here in the US. It'll be this coming Monday. So a lot of people will take the weekend to go away and visit family or go to visit graves or whatever they got to do. My family in particular, we don't really do anything, but Aaron's family, we usually go up north and get the boat ready for the summer and things like that. So that's probably what we're gonna end up doing, is chores, but literally. But okay, so quick sketchbook review this week. There's not a whole lot because, oh yeah, that's right, I intended to do a lot. I was going to do quite a bit of live streaming this week actually, and I did quite a bit, but nothing really came of it. But what happened was Monday I got a call, and I didn't expect it because I applied for a job last Tuesday, possibly Wednesday, I can't remember, and I got a call on Monday from the head of the behavioral health unit over there at one of the hospitals I applied to, and it's actually the hospital I've been trying to get into. And she said, hey, can you come in for an interview? And I was like, of course. She's like, what are you available for this week? Because a lot of people take early vacations, like for the long holiday weekend. They'll leave like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, come back Monday, even though Monday is like still a vacation day. And she's like, yeah, I need to interview you, but it's last minute, blah blah blah. I was like, no, it's fine. I was like, I totally can come in like first thing tomorrow. And she was really happy about that. So I went and I had an interview with her. I think it went pretty well. They don't give you answers when you're in the actual interview. They leave it up to HR. But she did tell me when I went in that as of that morning, which was Tuesday morning, which was why do I want to think it was yesterday? It wasn't yesterday, was it? I don't know. I honestly don't know. When did I go in for an interview? I have no clue. I'm pretty sure. Crap! Was it yesterday? It must have been. I'm so lost on my days. No, today is Wednesday. Okay, yeah, so it was yesterday. Alright. I'm so sorry. I got caught and my brain stopped braining. But yes, I went in yesterday. We had a really good interview. I don't know how it went though, because they don't let you know before you leave. They leave that for HR to call, but she said that she had a couple more interviews to do. But she said as of Tuesday morning, I was the only applicant. And then she got a couple more just before the interview, and she said that she already lined up a couple interviews. So it is what it is, but I got along with the lady really well, and if I get along with the people who are interviewing with me, I tend to have very positive, very good interviews. So I'm looking forward to that, and she said I would find out by next week whether or not I would be offered the job, and if I am offered the job, I am totally taking it because it's in the hospital I originally wanted in. And on top of that, behavioral health, I mean, it's not like I don't feel it's my calling, but it is something that I've been pulled towards before, and I feel like it would be very interesting to get involved in because you can really help people if you know how to listen to people, and that's 90% of behavioral health is listening and blah blah blah. But the unit is like really small, I'm actually surprised that they need to hire as many people as they do, but I guess what it is people are moving on to different parts of the hospital, so they want to refill those positions. And I'm not opposed to that. I actually enjoyed my time in my mental health or behavioral health rotation, so I'm excited. But anyway, so alright, there. Talking portion done. Let's go ahead and get into the art, but just so you guys know, that's what's been going on. It kind of distracted me because I've really been like excited for a potential job so quickly. I wasn't expecting one so soon, but I'm happy. Alright, so a couple things. This right here is the Watercolor Sketchbook, and this right here is a new sketchbook I went and bought because I got really ticked off earlier this week, and I went and spent money as a result. So we'll get into that in a second. But this right here is my watercolor sketchbook. The only one that I did this week was this attempt at Volpina. It was going okay, but the orange is too orange, and so I didn't like it. And I started struggling with the hair, so I really didn't like it. So I'm abandoning this one, and I will continue with something a little bit better planned out on the next page. But yeah, so that's all that's in there is my mistake. This is a new sketchbook that I bought because I was angry. Angry and sad and all sorts of emotions. So, you know, I've been writing my story for Piper and everything, and she was supposed to be my main character, but I really, like, my heart is so attached on the Lestrange ship that I don't want to let it go. So I'm kind of reworking some things, and it's becoming a story I didn't want it to become. So I decided to just, you know, let's get a new sketchbook. This is like a very fancy, very expensive sketchbook. I'm like, why am I wasting my money on this? But I spoiled myself. I treated myself. And what I'm going to be putting in here is like my concepts, my profiles, my doodles, inked doodles for the most part because I want to preserve them as best I can. Pencil actually holds pretty well on here, but I don't want it like super messy. But I probably will fall back to pencil because graphite and me get along, and my as you could tell, my ink pen just kind of goes straight through this paper. But yeah, I'm just kind of doing little profiles, little sketches, making my markings and everything for my characters, kind of getting to know their personalities, their quirks, their behaviors, kind of their interactions with each other, things like that. Kind of, you know, roughing out the characters, like their sizes, because it's pretty inconsistent with the sketches you guys see of what the sizes are. But I have it in my mind that they're actually very small, but I tend to fall back to human proportions. So I'm trying to bring this in, excuse me, to bring in some sort of consistency with my characters. And this is just like a nice big reference for me. I want to fill this whole thing up with Cherry and Piper and Philip and all the crazy kids. Microns don't tend to go through this paper. I need to actually go, now that I'm thinking about it, ooh, might be an excuse to go buy some microns. I want to get the felt tip one, not the brush tip one, but the felt tip one. So that way, because I mean, I had one, but I think because I was sort of coveting it, I was waiting until the right moment. But since microns don't seem to leak through the paper like my brush pen does, maybe I need to go get some microns just so I can have my thicks and thins and my lines. But anyway, that's basically what this sketchbook is going to be for, is like massive character building, world building, and things of that nature. Just a reference, just, you know, and because I'm a terrible writer, this is how I write. I sketch a bunch of things, I write a few things, and then I move on to another part of the story, sketch a few things, write a few things. It's never in one place. It's always, you know, jumbled around. You guys see that in my sketchbook reviews, but this is a consistent place for me to keep the storyline all together in one nice big compilation. And I don't know. Plus, that right there. Yeah. Plus, I just wanted, because I was angry, so I bought it. It's very nice, though. I like it a lot. It's soft cover, which I'm not a fan of when I'm carrying things around, but at the same time, I'm okay with it. So, what I need to do is get one of those big clips so I can clip it shut, so that way things don't get like shoved down into the pages and mess those up. But yeah, so there's this is a new sketchbook, guys. I mean, I'm addicted to sketchbooks. I'm sorry. I mean, sketchbook review after sketchbook review. You guys should figure out by now that I have an addiction to sketchbooks. So this was from live stream. I was just kind of explaining how the bat wings came together for anthropomorphic bats, at least the way I was drawing them. And I was comparing them to regular bats who sort of have like little hands. Like, this is like the bat's body and this is their hand, if you picture a thumb at the end of this finger. But yeah, so that was just explaining that. These are just a few quick sketches to sort of get into the drawing mood. And then there's my sketch of Vulpina, which ultimately I decided to watercolor, and then ultimately decided was sort of not good. But hey, what can you do? That's actually a really good sketch. I really enjoy it. I might put that digital. Yeah, I don't see why not. Some little doodles, Piper and Jean smooching it up, Piper tucking her head underneath Jean's chin because she's scared. This was a concept that I was drawing this out, and that's when I decided I needed to go get a sketchbook to bring everything together, because I've got sketches of my story in here and in like 3 other sketchbooks that I always have to, you know, dig out every time I want to reference them. Really the best thing to do would be to scan it so I have quick reference, but I don't always have my computer on me either. It's easier for me to throw a sketchbook in my purse than it is for me to throw a computer in my purse. And then I was like, well, I'll just keep it on my phone, but then, you know, I run out of room on my phone, so then I delete everything, so there's no happy way to do it. But this was just like some random character, some random worker going up to Piper in the mill and just giving her a flower, sort of asking her out. And I was like, at this point I was thinking, it's like, oh, let's make a love interest for her, and I was like, no, it's like I literally can't. Everything I draw seems wrong. So it's gone from it's going to be a romance story to it's going to be an anti-romance story, because she's literally, I don't know. I mean, I'm working on it. I really am. I'm like, okay, you know, it's a character. We can do other things with this character, and I do other things with Piper, as you can see over here. But overall, it's just like, it worked so well for her that I like don't want to let it go. And it's me. It's 110% me. I actually thought about setting Piper aside completely and not drawing her anymore for a while. I had done that, as I mentioned in my last sketchbook review, and then, you know, I do miss the character when I don't draw her for a little while. So I brought her back, and just even drawing a few things of her, like, it just, I don't know, it sort of made me sad again. But at the same time, I'm like, don't be stupid. It's not real life. Just move on. And it's not like there aren't other people, namely Kay, who aren't like throwing their characters at hers. And she's like, take Sam. Sam is good. And I don't mind it. I actually like that pairing too. Her and Donovan was a cute pairing as well. It's just too sweet. Donovan and Piper. Way too sweet. Can't have it. Cannot have it. It would like literally be disgusting. That's how sweet they would be. So she kind of needs somebody to balance her out who's a little bit worse than she is, but still genuinely good. But whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. This was a cartoon squirrel mixed thingy-mabobber that I did for a friend just to have fun. And yeah. It kind of looks like an Animaniac though. And I won't lie, I was watching Animaniacs when I did it. But I realized that just the outline of the eyes and the ears and everything, it really does look like an Animaniac. But I was like, whatever. I was drawing Cherry up here, being sexy as always. I was drawing Piper down here. I don't know doing what. Over here. Then I drew this little mouse Piper holding a walnut. And this was about the time I was really thinking about just setting her aside. Because it's like, man, I don't want to though. I miss her. So I won't. I mean, ultimately I know I won't. But I need to figure something out for her, and I need to figure it out pretty quick. So it might just mean a change in the story from being a romance story to more of being a pining story. But I don't want to do that either, because I literally want to write a romance story. It's like, yes. So we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. It'll get there. But this was actually really cute. It turned out really nice. I don't know how to draw walnuts though. Can't lie about that. And I think this is it. This was the last little bit from live stream. They were asking for fem slash between Agatha and Piper. And I was like, okay, we can do that. A little bit of fem slash here, a little fem slash there, because I don't judge. They actually would make a very cute couple. Who was talking about bees? I was talking about bees with Ange, I think. Schmangelina on YouTube, and I don't know why I was drawing a very angry bee, but I did draw an angry bee. He's throwing out the F-bomb there. And then I was drawing a quick picture of Sam and Piper, but it looks very... I haven't drawn bats in a long time, so I need to go back and practice it. But that's it for this sketchbook. And that's it for the week, really. Like I said, there's not very much because I was very occupied early this week. I got that call on Monday. And I had been working on the watercolor for this on Monday, and then I got that call about the interview, and someone else had picked up a live stream. It was Kay, I think, and I was in her live stream watching when I got the call. So that seriously distracted me like for the rest of the day, so I didn't do much drawing after that. And then actually the actual interview, and I've mentioned this before, when I go into interviews, I tend to be very confident. I'm okay. I just go in and I just do what I got to do, and I'm nice and polite, and I try to make friends. And I've had a lot of success with that. But that's not to say I don't have reactions to interviews, because usually afterwards I'm incredibly tired, exhausted, you know, I need a break. I usually come home and take a nap or something, and it's just the anxiety. Like my anxiety skyrockets, and at the time I can handle it, but after the event's done I need to kind of decompress. So I didn't draw for that, and I came home and I just talked Aaron's ear off, so whatever. Like I'm kind of doing to you guys right now. But yes, so I don't think for this sketchbook that you guys are going to be seeing too much out of it, but it is, unless this is the main one that I've been working in and it's like the only thing that I've been doing anything in, then I'll show it to you guys. Every now and then on my Instagram and on my Tumblr I will be posting pictures from this in there. I believe I posted this one in there. I posted this one up there, and I just did that because I thought that they were cute, and I'm like, I want to share, so I shared. But alright, that's it for this week's sketchbook review. If you guys liked what you saw, feel free to like, subscribe, comment below. I had plans of doing another art video this week, but then I forgot that we were supposed to be going to visit family, so I kind of got boned there. But I still have a little bit of time. They might not even call me until late next week to let me know that I have or have not gotten the job. They said if they call, it means I got the job and they're going to make me an offer. If they send the letter, then I didn't get the job, which would be sad, but it is what it is. But alright, like, subscribe, comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next sketchbook review.